Before this 7-week training course is done, more than half of them will be dropped from training.
I think when you
I'm in a 305 like Remy, we shooting it up. I'm in a 305 with Remy, we up in the club. I'm in a 305 with Remy, I'm in a 305 with Remy.
What's up, y'all boys? Your boy 305 Remy, and today we are talking about Army Sniper School. Now, I always wonder, like, dang, what the heck they do, or like how intense is the training? Now we're about to see. Let's get right into it.
These soldiers are training to be U.S. Army snipers. Before this 7-week training course is done, more than half of them will be dropped from training.
I think when you actually get down here on the ground and you're actually performing the role of a sniper, it's a lot different from what a lot of people would instantly think. Most of the time you're laying somewhere you don't want to lay for way longer than you thought you would be, and sometimes it's fruitless and sometimes it's not.
This is the U.S. Army Sniper Course.
Let's go, guy. Keep moving.
Where soldiers from the Army and National Guard learn essential skills in sniper fieldcraft and marksmanship.
Soldiers leaving here are going to leave a more lethal soldier than they were prior to arriving.
There are more than 2,000 snipers currently serving in the U.S. Army. Their primary mission? Placing long-range precision fire on key targets. But being a sniper goes beyond pulling a trigger.
Let's go!
Insider spent 2 days at the U.S. Army Sniper Course at Fort Benning, observing different classes at various stages of training, including marksmanship, range estimation, target detection, and stalks. To be accepted into the sniper course, prospective students must meet a range of prerequisites, which include passing a psychological evaluation and physical fitness test, achieving expert qualification with the M4 carbine, and receiving a recommendation letter from their battalion commander.
Attributes to make a good sniper to attend the United States Army Sniper Course would be a disciplined soldier, the ability to think on their feet, but the ability to grow through updated doctrine.
Although both male and females are eligible for entry, only one female student has attended the course, graduating in 2021.
One female has done the cyber school? Dang, this ain't no joke. This ain't no joke, boy. Hey, shout out to her though.
Training is split into 2 categories: Fieldcraft and Marksmanship.
All right, 5 minutes to dry fire begins now.
During marksmanship training, students get familiarized with 3 different rifles: the M2010 Enhanced Sniper Rifle, the M110 SAS, and the M107.
Shooting has always been the fun thing to do. You know, it's what everyone wants to go do. They want to go shoot.
Working in pairs, students learn to hit targets from 600 to 1,100 meters away, alternating between the shooter and spotter positions.
All right, so you're gonna dial 5.4.
Before participating in graded events, the soldiers spend time on the range gathering and confirming dope or data on.
It's crazy how much math actually goes into sniping. Like I know you're saying like obviously, but like I didn't know it was this much. Like it's a
previous engagements, which includes temperature, altitude, humidity, and even the weight and velocity of their ammunition.
Give me a 7.8 elevation.
This data informs the shooters of how to adjust their rifles in order to hit their targets in any situation.
Order the target, stand by for wind.
Students also have to account for wind and how to properly read it on the path to their target.
Left point 2. All right, go to the target.
So basically they're just looking for the wind, what the elements are doing around them, and then giving wind calls based off that.
Left point 3.
Students use a unit of measurement called milliradians, or mils, represented by the hash marks inside the shooter's scope to determine the wind's effect on their shot.
Left point 7. Left point 7. Go.
Left 0.7. So they're just telling the whole 0.5 left or 0.2 left, and it's actually going inside their reticle.
Those were all bad wind calls on my part. You are
very bad. Like opposite direction in which you need to be calling the wind bad.
They have several opportunities to practice reading wind and gather dope with the M2010 ahead of their first graded record fire, which takes place during week 3.
I think this is the part of sniper school that everyone really likes that come here because they get to shoot, and you don't get to do this a lot in a normal Army world.
.8.
I personally love it. That's why I came to sniper school. I love shooting. It's the most time that I've ever gotten on the gun, so it's definitely good practice.
Targets up. Face. Walk.
Wind becomes an even bigger factor during movers training, where students
Moving targets. Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
practice firing at moving targets.
When you go down range, your targetry, i.e. the enemy, doesn't typically want to stay in one spot when you start shooting at them. So this helps them get into the right mindset and get them the tools and techniques so that they can engage those targets effectively.
Working in pairs, students fire at moving targets ranging from 200 to 600 meters away and have 2 minutes to move between firing positions.
One mil. I got 1.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Shooters measure the target's speed in mils and must factor in their movement when determining where to aim their shot.
Lead's gonna be 0.8. Wind's moving from right to left.
So they're calling out those numeric values in mils based on what they should be holding left, right of the target as it moves across the range.
What'd you hold?
1.2.
All this really entails is you getting an accurate hold in front of the target so that as it moves towards the center of your reticle, you will then fire preemptively so that the bullet will meet with the target as it moves across the range.
It's going to be a .7. Going right to left. Go 1 mil.
It can be very confusing determining what side of the target you should be holding on. Should I be adding mils to the target as I'm going with the wind? Should I be taking mils away as I'm going against the wind?
0.855 times 1 equals
right to left.
0.8 hold. Your shooter and the spotter both need to be talking. They both need to be talking about where the wind's coming from and trying to come up with those numbers in their heads, so that makes it a little bit easier to do that fast math in your head.
What are you going to go, 0.6 here now?
Yeah, left 0.5, left 0.6.
As we start to go deeper and deeper into the training, they get better at it, and we almost have a 100% pass rate with movers.
So when you have a magazine in?
They said 100% pass rate. I thought that was gonna be the hardest one. I don't know, cat like having to because I guess I wonder if they're moving the gun with them or if they are saying, okay, we're in one spot, we're gonna wait until they get crossed it. I don't know. But that's interesting, and that's low-key fire. I want to see what they do next.
You're going to want to settle it a little low.
Although roughly 50% of the sniper course involves firing weapons, marksmanship isn't the sole focus of training.
A sniper's secondary mission is to collect and report battlefield information, but 9 times out of 10, that's the mission you're going to end up doing.
In order to collect battlefield information undetected, students must master a wide array of fieldcraft skills, starting with how to properly construct a ghillie suit.
Dang.
Ghillie suits are a type of camouflage clothing that snipers use to blend in with their environment.
We use natural vegetation as well. We tie that into our suit and it helps us to blend in with whatever environment we could potentially be working in.
Students bring their own ghillie suits to the sniper course, which are usually constructed using an old uniform.
There's seriously no rules to it. Anything.
That's so anybody can make their own ghillie suit. That's crazy. Like you just take threads from old Army uniforms and you just put them together. That's cool. I did not.
You want the sky's the limit, and it's honestly up to the user.
Dang.
To help achieve that blending
I see it now.
netting and artificial camouflage, like jute, a fibrous plant-based material, are used to break up the wearer's silhouette.
You might want to try to extend this some here to break up this straight line.
Their ghillie suits are inspected at least 3 times while at the course.
We do a 360 inspection, ensuring that there are points that generally get blown out, such as the crotch of the pants, armpits, elbows, stuff like that, those high wear and tear areas.
Oh, I thought he was like the ones that get worn out or blown. I thought he meant they be getting shot in those areas. I would have been like, my brother, Yeah, it's a high percent chance of getting shot in your crotch. I was like, I was about to be like, I don't know if I want to do this no more, boy. I'm sorry.
This
Sheesh, them
are
boys
reinforced,
all
they're
okay.
sewn down, they're glued.
No
The
kicks for
ghillie
you.
suit's constructed with a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. It's not fun. You're just sewing through all your like areas that could potentially rip. I'm taking a lot of time with really, really thick needles and yarn and a lot of glue.
So I have probably 8 to 10 hours worth into my ghillie suit now, including all of the sewing and everything, and I'd say that it's probably around a 7 out of 10, but there's always more you can do to it.
If constructed properly, a ghillie suit can last a sniper their entire career, so durability is key. And it'll get put to the test during an event known as the ghillie wash.
Hurry up, you. Get on your back.
The ghillie wash serves two purposes: to season and add color to the students' ghillie suits, and to test the suit's durability under pressure.
They know it's coming. Everybody who comes to the school talks about it, and they all know kind of what to expect.
Students start off by crawling and rolling across various terrains, including pavement, gravel, and sand, before getting sprayed by a fire hose, which adds weight to their ghillie suits.
We incorporate exercises to make sure that they don't have any kind of tearing in the seams and stuff like that. It's very, very important that you continue to push, and it's very, very important that you're able to get to and from wherever you're going with the small amount of people that you have.
Students then crawl on their stomachs and backs through muddy trenches to add color to their suits.
We're trying to get that color deeply rooted into fabric.
Crawling through the trench and under the sticks over there, I would say that would be the top smoker. It was like crawling on your back on a treadmill. You weren't going anywhere. And it kind of sucked.
It's tough. I had mud in my eyes the whole time, so I just couldn't see anything. I was pretty much running blind, crawling blind across the roads and stuff.
Being physically fit and being able to endure any kind of physical activities is definitely very, very important, because as a sniper, you're going to be moving further with more weight than the average soldier.
Dang.
For the final leg of the ghillie wash, they crawl through a 200-foot-long trench filled with water ranging in depth from a couple inches to a couple feet. With their ghillie suits now weighed down with water, students must make their way over walls and obstacles of varying heights, all while maintaining a low profile.
We have them low crawling over any kind of like obstacles and stuff like that, see if the area that they drag themselves on will possibly peel up, and again, any kind of stitching is going to rip.
Honestly, it felt really good, the cold water, because of how hot it was outside, but crawling over all of the rocks and the sand was definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It is a very physical event, but it's completely necessary. Like, we have to test out these ghillie suits to make sure they're going to withstand the test of time. Generally across the board, you can usually see all smiles. Everybody's pretty happy. Everybody has their own little story of what happened to them.
It's good. I'm very filthy right now. I have a lot of dirt in a lot of places.
Continue.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. If you guys want to watch a full video, it is what Army snipers go through at sniper school by Insider Business. Thank you guys for watching. I think it might be Business Insider. I don't know why it says it backwards, but thank you guys for watching, and this is a great video from who else should win 305.